What is going on, everyone? Matthew97657 here. Today we are back with yet another figure unboxing and review. And as the title and thumbnail suggests, this is going to be the Bandai Movie Monster Series Bagan video game or retro color version. So with that being said, nothing more to it. Then get on right on into it. And alas, no knife. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Here it is, the Bagan, if you will. I think it's Bagan, if I recall correctly. This is the kind of video game color version, I think they called it, where it's just the red design. Oh, I can't. The spine was blocking it. Very cool. But I guess they didn't put exactly where it was from, which is, or no, it says Godzilla dot. So very cool coloration. As you can see, it's got like a deep red in the underbelly / tail portion here, and then on the outside red. It's kind of a very nice, almost like, what is it called? Not velvet, but I guess the closest thing, it's kind of like a velvetish color. It's got some light paint applications on this Thagomizer tail spot, and it looks like it's got some gold on this spine area. The horns are kind of a rich bronze, if I had to give it a coloration. I think they're different from the ones in here, but I might be incorrect. I'd say this one looks more like a bronze compared to this. This one looks maybe a bit more like a gold in my opinion. But very nice. And for this type of stuff, you know, the teeth, even the gums and the mouth are painted. It's a rich red, kind of like in here. But even the teeth are painted. And the eyes are not, though. The eyes, well, I guess you could argue they are, but they're almost practically the same color as the body, as you can see there. I don't know. It looks like there's a small amount of gloss, but to me, they don't really look... No, they are painted. They are, but it's a really, really similar color to the base body color. So, pretty cool. Dang. I mean, there is a lot going on in this Bagan design. I know we've reviewed this one already before, but I guess just seeing it again in a different paint scheme, it's just like, it highlights a lot more details than I thought. You can kind of see all the like curvatures, the folds in the like the suit, if you will. The spines here going on all the way to the tail. And then the under portion of the tail has all these lines and folds and texturing, even to the like the spines, you know, there's not like any flat portion of the figure besides like these small little spots of like piece of neck on the back, on the top side back portion of it. There is just a lot. It's a lot of muscle. There's just, everything is showing here. Like you can see the vein, not the veins, but like the muscle portions that are painted. There is, I mean, I don't know. I think I was kind of blown away by the first release, but I really love the coloration on this one a lot more, if I'm being 100% honest. So with that, let's go ahead and move on to the articulation. So nothing too crazy. All right, we can go all the way around. I'd imagine it's something like a similar band I would do. We can go all the way around with the leg, and then, ooh, even the tail moves. Usually the tail does not move all the time, but look at that. We got 3 points of articulation. The neck? No, the neck cannot move. So it's those 3 points of articulation, which is actually really cool. Like I said, you know, most of the time the tails cannot move. So this is actually pretty cool. Just see a bit of a change of pace, if you will. But, you know, absolutely like it. I gotta say, I'm a huge fan of it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and do a direct comparison with the original Bagan release. Here it is. Ta-da! And I don't know, like the more I look at it, it's like, geez, like they're actually both really, really good. You know, for like a more traditional color design, I think this is maybe a little bit more based off of the Godzilla, if I'm correct. Well, this one I believe is more based off the video game appearance, which is, I think, what they were going for. But just look at them both. I mean, color-wise, you know, you can really definitely choose which one I think you prefer immediately, but I don't know. I say that and it's like I have a hard time deciding which one I like better. I like the some of the like highlights where it's, you know, this kind of color throughout the body, but then you also get this black kind of gloss throughout the body as well. Or this one is just straight up everything here is like one singular color, but I love the red too. And then let's go ahead and do a side comparison. And you can see a little bit more of an eye paint on this Bagan compared to this one. And the horns, you know, you got the bronze versus kind of like the silver gunmetal metallic coloration. And then to the back sides, same type of designs, as you can see, same mold, but just like more of a flat color area if you had to, you know, decide. And then I think I went to this side before. Comparison of the like coloration in the spine portion here. And then roundabout back towards the front, which I don't know. I can't say. I'm a huge fan of both, if I'm being honest. Very intricate design, and for having this much detail, I'd say it's, you know, pretty good for both of them. You know, they have nice paint, they have good detail. At that point, you know, it's really just preference. Which one do you prefer, the original Bagan or the kind of like video game color version? Which, oh man, like the more I look at it, I love this one. But then I look at the fronts and it's like, I think I like this one. And they're both good. I think we've come to the conclusion that they're both equally very good figures. I don't know, maybe you guys have a different opinion on that, but I really like it. So the only thing we're missing is the Super Godzilla, which I do have on pre-order. So whenever that figure does come in, we'll definitely do a review and a comparison with both of these Bagans, so we can get a fair comparison of the Super Godzilla. So with that being said, let me know what you guys thought of the Bandai Movie Monster Series Limited Bagan video game color version figure. Which one do you prefer, in the video game color or the kind of standard Bagan design they went with here? Let me know what you guys think. With that, I'll see you in the next video. See ya!